Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today I'm really excited to share with you what will probably be the first part of Holiday 2023 from Chanel Beauty. I am so glad to have you here. Please remember that you can also follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. All right, let's get started. I have just come back from one of my favorite places on earth, and it's horrible because that's not hyperbole. I really love going there, and that is my Chanel Beauty Boutique, where I saw my sales associate Nasy, who you guys know I just adore, and I always put her number there that you can text for information on product releases. She is just someone that is wonderful to shop with. I do not benefit from it financially. She's just a great, knowledgeable Chanel sales associate who can answer your questions and help you purchase. Why not? So as I said, this is the first installment really, and we have quite a few items to look at that we're going to be trying on today and swatching in two different lights. Plus, I already have some thoughts on this collection because a lot of you have DM'd me and told me your concerns, and I have answers to those. So it's a good thing. Okay, the first thing we have here is the Lumiere Graphique, which is their 5-pan eyeshadow palette for $88. It is gorgeous. I'm inserting a photo here that I took before I even swatched it because I was so worried that my swatches would mess up how beautiful the pattern is on it, but my swatches didn't mess it up at all, and we are going to swatch it in two different lights and try it on. It is beautiful. The concerns that came to me via DM were, is it too glittery? Actually, no. But you have to stick around until after the demo and I'll let you know. Let's go through what else I purchased here from this collection. There's quite a few good things. Also, when time comes and they're available online, I will list them below. And right now I currently have my sales associates information down below from the Chanel Beauty Boutique. But while you're down there, make sure that you check out the link that you can join our channel membership for $4.99 a month. We are having too good of a time over there, so we would love to see you there too. Okay, I also purchased for holiday the Duo Lumiere, which is a two-tone, see it there? And I'll insert the little video I took when I was scared I would mess it up. It's an illuminating powder duo for $70, and you can use shades individually, or you can kind of blend them together. I think we're gonna blend together, but do not worry, I did swatch them separately for you so that you can see, you can use them any way you want. There are no rules, and you'll see in the swatches it coordinates just beautifully with the eyeshadow palette. There are two limited edition lipsticks. This whole collection is limited edition, by the way. Let me just say this is holiday 2023. It is limited edition. There are two limited edition refill lipstick shades. I skipped those in favor of two liquid lip shades that I am already in love with. We talk about liquid lipsticks and Chanel always comes out on top. They have a beautiful liquid lip product that is always pretty and never drying. I'm wearing one of them already. It's the only thing from the collection I cheated and put on before we spoke today. This is the Golden Beige. This is the number 90 shade. Here's what they look like, and we'll swatch them. I'm really struck by the beautiful presentation here, and they have this lovely doe foot that's really quite easy to use on the lips. The other shade I got, we'll try that on in a moment, is called Fancy Prune 91. Not a prune, a fancy prune. I'm just really struck by how pretty the packaging is on these. You know, as I always say to you guys, we pay for the packaging. We might as well love it. Let's look at some swatches here, and don't worry, we are going to talk about the glitter issue. That is what I have been getting the most feedback or pre-feedback, feed forward on. All right, let's take a look here first. We're going to do two different lights. First, in studio lighting, let's take a look here at the Lumiere Graphique eyeshadow palette. Then there's a little space, and I have both shades, the top and then bottom of the Illuminating Powder Duo. And then the liquid lip, I have the Golden Beige and the Fancy Prune, and they're on top of one another. It is quite obvious which is which shade, obviously. The liquid lip, by the way, is $45 each. Chanel prices are steep because it is, of course, a luxury brand, but they are still within the realm of a treat, depending on how you manage your money. And as I always say, I'm not your bank manager, but they are still within range to be able to get a little bit of luxury for yourself. Let's take a look at these now. Same swatches outside on my arm in the warm California sunshine. And I will admit to you, it's a little overcast today, but it's still nice to see these outside in natural lighting. And it lets you see. Now, these do have a glittery texture, or my first dab. I have another thought that I'll save for after the demo about glitter, but my first thing to tell you is, yes, they are sparkly. Yes, they have glitter, but there is nothing rough. They are smooth, they are soft, and they are buttery when you apply them. You do not have any hard chunks of glitter that I see, and I had heard that was a worry. And what I've done already in playing with these is I found it very almost like silky and soft and almost creamy, even though yes, there is glitter in them for the holidays. We also have a really nice brush. I highlight these now with a sponge on one side and a brush on the other. People love the Chanel included brushes. And in a little separate velvet case of its own, we have a blush for the Illuminating powder duo that we have right here. So the prices for those again are the Lumiere Graphique 88, the Duo Lumiere 70, and I picked up 2 of the new liquid lips for $45 each, but there are 2 lipsticks. And like I said, you guys, we are going to see more holiday releases and fun holiday things from Chanel coming up. We're not done yet. Think of this as a first installment. Okay, let's try these things on. It's true that I already have the golden beige on my lips, and we'll switch that out so that we can see the fancy prune as well. Take a moment, please, and check to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Even if you've subscribed before, some people have accidentally from YouTube been unsubscribed. So make sure you're still subscribed, and if not, please hit subscribe. It's always very helpful to me. All right, I'm missing some highlighter today. I do have a Chanel blush on from a previous release that I will link below, but I do not have any highlighter. So I think I'm gonna mix these. You saw the swatches individually. Let's go ahead and mix these. And boy, that design is actually staying quite nicely there. And I'm gonna just kind of put this here on the top of my cheekbone. Oh, isn't that pretty? Now, there is a little bit of a glittery look. There is not a glittery feel, but there is most definitely a glittery look to it. This is holiday. I don't mind it. I really don't. I think there is a time and a place for a sparkly look, and I think this holiday is it. And so I think it is it with tremendous good taste that good taste and Chanel tend to go hand in hand. And I would say that is with tremendous good taste that Chanel introduces something sparkly at this time of year. I don't have a problem with that, and I think it's very pretty. I would have a problem with it if it were uncomfortable or gritty, and I'm not finding any of those things. So I think this is just super, super pretty. I'm glad to try it on. I do want to try on the other lip shade that I purchased, but let's start with the eyeshadow. And of course, by the way, this brush I do find to be very useful for 2 reasons, though I use my brush because it's a habit. I will tell you that this has a nice thin, the included brush, you don't have to pay extra for it, has a nice thin ability to go into either shade or to do both. And I should have mentioned that, pardon me. Okay, let's take a look at the eyeshadows. We have 5 of them, and I will remember to use the included brush for those, plus some of the brushes I have brought over. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start with this shade right here, second in, and I'm going to just kind of put this into the corner of the eye. I love these because some of these darker shades, lately I have a Givenchy review coming up that I've held for next week. I'm just going to put this into the corner here. But on those shadows, I didn't find the dark shade to be, I found the dark shade to be patchy. Let me just rephrase it so I'm stating it a bit more simply. I found the dark shades to be patchy. I really like this Chanel because it is not patchy. This shade is coming onto my eye exactly the way you see it in the pan. There's no surprises. Thank you, Chanel. I think it is smooth. I am not feeling any sort of grittiness from glitter, and I am very, very pleased with how that looks and how it applied with the included brush. I'm going to go ahead and put this shade right here into the center of the eye right there, all the way into the corner and all the way out. I'm using the sponge side and all the way to this. We're not done yet here. I'm doing the same look on both eyes. Why? Can I tell you guys? I'm actually getting ready. I have a really nice dinner for a birthday dinner that I'm not for myself, I wish. For, no, maybe I don't wish actually. I'm kind of done with birthdays, you know what I mean? But for a good friend coming up tonight, and this will be the makeup look that I'm going to wear. So rather than doing two looks like I sometimes do, I'm doing one, and you're kind of also getting ready with me, guys. Okay. So we have that there, and we've used these two shades right here. This sponge is a delight, by the way. And I'm going to go in here with this shade right here, same sponge, and just kind of put it into the inner corner and drag that onto the eye a little bit. Now, so many people have said to me, what? Why are you using the included sponge? That sponge will come off and you'll poke yourself with the plastic. You'll poke your eye out. There's a holiday reference movie for you, right? Well, welcome to the party. We are starting to get back into, it's been a while, we are starting to get back into included sponges in makeup, and it no longer pops off and scratches your eye. Welcome to the new life of these brushes. And I'm going to now switch to a Sonia G brush because there's room for that too. And we've used 3 shades. I'm going to take this darkest shade here. I want to show you that it's not at all patchy, and just run it under and even in the crease. And it just, oh, it's a delight to use this kind of slightly sparkle onyx shade and not have it be patchy. Why are so many onyx shades patchy these days? I don't know. This one is not. Again, what you see in terms of application is what you are going to get with these shades. They're coming out exactly as they come out of the palette and as you would expect. How about this silver? Well, let's take a look at it. Let's do something with it. I could be a big chicken and just put it in the inner corner, but we already put this pretty shade in there. So I'm going to put it right here in the center. This one, it looks like it's the most foiled, but in reality it's just silver, and so it's not bad. It's just drawn that way, as Jessica Rabbit would say. It's the same formula, and it's a different formula, but I think very appropriate at the holidays. But I really have a big thought to share about this formula coming up as we talk about these after. So I have used all 5 shades. It is a look I am going to wear out tonight, but I think that tonight I will actually wear that prune lipstick, that fancy prune. If you're going to be a prune, be a fancy prune lipstick. So let me go off camera, take off this shade, and let's try this fancy prune on together. See right there. Okay, I'm back, and I have a first layer of fancy prune stain. This is a really creamy, dreamy stain. Has a nice texture to it and feels very much like a nourishing traditional lipstick, meaning a bullet lipstick, I should say. I don't mean like a traditional formula as much as a nurturing bullet lipstick. And I love how this takes, I don't know which look I preferred, but I kind of love how this takes it a little bit more evening. I actually think I might prefer the golden beige with this, but these last a long time if you've ever tried a Chanel liquid lip. Like, see, I didn't blend that in. I just want you to see what it's like kind of before it's blended, because I tend to blend lipstick away really easily, you guys. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, let me fix this up. Really easy to work with. Looks like it's fussy because I usually spend such a quick amount of time putting on a lip product, especially on camera. But it's not fussy because of the applicator and the way it works, and it does not, I didn't even use a brush, and I didn't have to do anything fancy. It's not going into the lip lines or anything like that, but it is much more of a statement lip along with the eyes. And for some people that might be a little bit too much. I actually think, you guys, that for my party tonight, I might wear the golden beige, and I might prefer this lip look with a more subdued eye. I don't know, I have to think about it, but I love them both, and they're super comfy. and metallic. And I love a metallic lip, I really do. So I'm loving this look. Okay, so here are my thoughts. As I told you guys, I got a lot of DMs going, Rebecca, the new Chanel is so glittery. Okay, first of all, as I said in the demo, there's a time and place for really shimmery shadows and makeup, and it's the holidays, hello, for sure. That's number one. Number two, I find the formula super comfy. I have no fallout. You saw it, I didn't even use my fingers. Fingers tend to avoid fallout because, you know, the emolliency. I have no fallout. Look at my face. There's no fallout on my face. Beautiful. That's number one. Number two, come here. Let me tell you a secret. You know all these matte palettes they've been releasing? I looked at a Bobbi Brown one. We looked at Patrick Ta together. We looked at the Danessa Myricks, not her new Lightworks, but her face palette. We looked at, we've seen Maria. This is like, stay with me. This is like if those matte neutral palettes got a little bit of a wink, you know, had a little glass of champagne and got a little tipsy. They have a little bit of to them. And that's for me what's always missing. I don't know why I'm acting like this is a secret, but that's how I'm always a little bit bored by matte basic shadows. Like they look really pretty, but I'm like, where's the va-va-voom? Where's the oomph? And I feel this is the va-va-voom and this is the oomph. And so that's what I'm going to oomph. So that's what I'm going to say. This is taking those neutral matte shades and giving them a little sip of champagne. Shh, don't tell anyone. And it's perfect for the holidays. So it's a really neutral look and just sparkly enough without being uncomfortable. This gets my vote. I'm not going with these are negative sparkly shades. I think they're beautiful, and this is the kind of a matte but not matte, how about that, neutral, that I would wear. A bit of a controversial thought, but a thought nonetheless. So let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? I know a lot of you are like, glitter, I'm out, glitter, I'm out. I'm not going to call this glitter. You don't even feel it. You don't feel it when you're applying it. You don't see it when there's fallout. You don't feel it on your eye. This isn't glitter. I mean, it is. But this isn't traditional uncomfortable glitter. It's just holiday pizzazz. The lip shades are awesome. I'm sure the lipsticks are as well, but I just love me a creamy lip like this. And this is adorable. Is it a little more sparkly than it could be? I guess, but it's the holidays and it's a highlighter. And again, I'm not feeling anything. I don't feel anything, but I do feel festive. Like I told you, I have a birthday dinner to go to tonight. How perfect. Except I think I might do the really neutral lip. But you guys weigh in and tell me, and I'll tell you what I did tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. Look, we're a community here, and I love to hear what you guys have to say. So down below, weigh in. Are you out because it's a little bit glittery, or are you intrigued? And if you are someone like me who's always been a little bit bored, frankly, let's be honest, with an all matte palette, what do you think of taking matte and neutral and zhuzhing it up a bit, giving it a little sip of champagne, you know? Giving it a little kiss on the cheek, so to speak. See what you guys think and let me know down below. Don't forget to share and like this video and make sure that you subscribe. And we do have more Chanel coming up, more holiday releases coming up. So I can't wait to see you guys for all of those things. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.